Growing up in Thailand to missionary parents made a lasting impression on Justice Evelyn Lundberg Stratton. Her upbringing helped guide her when she turned 18 years old and left Southeast Asia for America with only a few $100s in her pocket. When she came to the States, Justice Stratton chose to study law, and she received her degree from The Ohio State University.
I have a very religious streak still, and I just felt like it came into my mind as something God wanted me to do with my life. So from the day I went to law school, I wanted to be a judge.
Justice Stratton said she found her calling when she practiced law and became a judge and later a justice on the Ohio Supreme Court. She was only 34 years old when she became the first woman elected to the Franklin County Common Pleas Court in 1989. Justice Stratton was fondly called the Velvet Hammer by prosecutors for being tough on crime while still treating those who came before her with dignity. She became an Ohio Supreme Court justice when then-Governor George Voinovich appointed her in 1996. Justice Stratton says she finds the cases that come before the court of last resort fascinating. Her love for the law is evident, though it's her side job that became her true passion during the past decade. Justice Stratton made it her mission to focus on Veterans Court and other court reforms, including mental health and criminal and juvenile justice.
Those were becoming increasingly a large part of my life and a lot of more importance. And my job gave me a lot of ability to get involved in those reforms, but I'd gotten to the point on a national level where I think I had enough experience that I could continue without the actual job and all of its restrictions.
With those restrictions, Justice Stratton decided to hang up her robe so she could focus on advocating and fundraising for court reforms.
There's a lot of judges that can do this job very well, very competent, very smart, very bright. But not all of them would have the passion for this other work that I have, so I want that to be my legacy.
This is the last time I will appear in this courtroom, actually, on a session oral argument.
She heard her last case at the Thomas J. Moyer Ohio Judicial Center on December 4th.
My appreciation to the people of Ohio for having faith in me all these 16 years, I thank you.
There was a sort of a gulp, you know, this is really the end of the arguments. I'm not going to be sitting up here anymore. But there was also a sense of relief.
Much like following the footsteps of her childhood, Justice Stratton will continue on another new adventure when she leaves the bench at the end of 2012.
This open session of the Honorable Supreme Court of Ohio now stands adjourned.
Ohio will still see a lot of me, even though I'll do more national work, but I'm just very privileged that they trusted me with this job for 16 years.